Alright, on today's video, I am going to be making a angled trail camera hanger that does not screw into the tree. On public land here in Ohio, you can't screw anything into the tree. This also seems like it's a little bit quicker and faster way to hang a camera if you want to do it at an angled position. I like to hang mine up about one stick up, about 10 feet or so, just enough to where it's hard to reach and grab. And I've tried to stick behind wedging behind the camera and angle it, and then you spend all the time looking for a stick and it seems like it never sits in place just right. This is just a lot simpler thing that I can do here at home. Take it out, crawl up the tree, one stick, put it in, be done. So anyways, I'll show you what all I got here. I did buy this from Wild Game Innovations, $8 at Walmart. It is their thing that angles for the camera. Obviously it screws into the tree. So I also picked up a figure 9 carabiner from Night Eyes. It came with a paracord. It was actually a 2-pack. I think it was like $10 on eBay. But any figure 9 carabiner works. These things are pretty slick, and a little bit of paracord. And then I have a 6-inch block of wood here. This is just pine, 3/4 of an inch. You can use whatever scrap wood you have laying around. I don't recommend going any thinner than this, just because you'll see why in a minute. But this works perfectly. Okay, so what we're gonna do, very simple. I'm gonna take this block of wood. I'm gonna drill 2 holes in it. You want a drill bit slightly bigger than the paracord. I'll do this. Helps if it's going the right way. And don't mind my drill here, the thing's wore out. Alright, and another one. Okay. 2 holes like that. Now, take a smaller drill bit that's slightly smaller than the screw in. We're just going to drill a pilot hole now for this. You can probably see already what I'm doing here. It's pretty simple. You don't want to drill all the way down and through the wood completely, just enough to get this started. So we're going to take the screw in thingy here, put it in the pilot hole, and I like to go just so it's poking through the wood like that. Like that, pretty simple. And then we're gonna take this paracord. Actually, I like to start on this side. You can take a thing of sandpaper and sand some of this down if you're there. That'll work. If you want it to be a little bit better looking, but it's going in the woods. I really don't care. And then we'll do that, loop that through, just like that. And then I'm going to take figure 9, and I'm going to, this one here actually has a clasp on it. I believe that's what you call it, or it does that. But you can get the solid ones, which will work just as good. But I'm just going to tie it through there, if you can see, and just do a simple knot. I'm no Boy Scout here, so my knots are pretty basic. There, you can see that like that. And then we will take it to a tree and hang it up. Okay, before I hang it up, I just want to show you just a little bit better close-up shot. So you can for sure see it's so simple to do. There's the figure 9 paracord, pretty simple. One other thing, I am camoing these, spray painting them. You could use camo tape, whatever. Eventually, obviously, this wood is going to fade and blend in a little bit better with the tree, but right now it's like that bright yellow pine. But that's something else you could do. obviously too, pine, wood, and it's not going to last out in the woods for that long. It should make it one season, I would assume, but you know, obviously over time you're going to have to replace it, because wood only lasts so long. So yeah, let's hang it on the tree. And I like to hang this up, and then screw the camera in. It's just a little bit simpler, less weight. Pull that tight. Around. Down a little bit. Very similar to anything else, sticks, stands, whatever you use the rope around the tree. Screw this in. Angle it, point whatever direction you want. And there you have it. One last thing, it does have a little bit of play with this wood. You can see it wiggles a little bit. I would recommend not putting it on a very small tree, especially the higher up you go, the more the tree is going to do this, the more the camera's going to move, you're going to get false triggers. But a thicker tree like this one, if you're up, 8-10 feet, just still work perfect, shouldn't move that much. But yeah, easy, simple, DIY, there you have it. One last thing, it does have a little bit of play with this wood. You can see it wiggles a little bit. I would recommend not putting it on a very small tree, especially the higher up you go, the more the tree is going to do this, the more the camera's going to move, you're going to get false triggers. But a thicker tree like this one, if you're up, 8-10 feet, just still work perfect, shouldn't move that much. But yeah, easy, simple, DIY, there you have it.